Lesson 10, Serving Christ. The whole ministry of Jesus was one of service. He came not to be served, but to serve. He found his theme in the Old Testament, particularly Isaiah 40 through 55. There, three themes are of prominence: obedience, witness, and endurance. Israel failed these tests. How do you make out on them? This was the pattern in leadership Jesus adopted, not status. He told his followers to do the same. Every Christian is called to serve. Every Christian has a ministry. It is impossible to be a Christian without becoming a minister of Christ. Don't use the word minister only for clergy and missionaries. It includes you. There are three words for servant in the New Testament, and all three are applied to every Christian. The first means slave. It describes the total surrender of every part of our lives: home, work, love life, ambitions, and everything else to Jesus, who gave all that he had for us. In ancient society, the slave had no rights, but was totally at the command of the master. The New Testament writers chose this word slave to describe their relationship with Jesus. How does it fit you? The second means worship leader, the word from which we get liturgy. It speaks of our worship. Worship's a big word. It includes our giving, our faith, the proper doing of our jobs, even evangelism. How important is worship to you? What does it cost you? Does it spill over into telling others about our Lord? If not, it will grow stale. The third definition of slave means helper. Our word deacon is derived from it. It is widely used in practical help of all kinds. It describes our relationship with fellow Christians and with those who as yet are not. Prison visiting and personal service. We should not separate the sacred from the secular. Everything belongs to God. This is how one should regard us, as servants of Christ. 1 Corinthians 4:1. Ask yourself how faith has made a difference in your life. Wholeheartedness, worship, and practical service. Learn and memorize the following Bible verse, Romans 12:1. Therefore I urge you, brothers, in view of God's mercy, to offer your bodies as living sacrifices, holy and pleasing to God. This is your spiritual act of worship. The Bible passage for study in this session is Acts 5:40 through 6:8. The following questions will aid you in your study. Number 1, what motivated these people to want to serve the Lord? How about you? How many forms of service are mentioned here? Number 3, are the spiritual jobs more important than the practical ones? Number 4, what spiritual qualifications were necessary for those who wanted to serve lunches? Apply this to your church. Number 5, how was it that the disciples multiplied in Jerusalem? Number 6, what service are you not engaged in, which you would not be if you were not a Christian? Number 7, what new area of fellowship and service is each of you going to commit yourself to now that this short course has ended? Be specific. And lastly, add to your bookshelf the books of David Watson, It's a book on discipleship.